I guess preparation and coming into it, that tournament mindset, things always change.
Yes.
There's obviously been a big change before this major, and I have to bring it up with you guys because inevitably people will. Taco, most notably, was vocal about it with JW on Twitter. They're calling it the Taco bug or the Taco patch. The smoke radar. You guys kind of you specifically had some criticisms last year about smokes. Do you think this is going to affect things that much? You guys specifically, was it really something that could be exploited? You go back to Krakow, obviously there was the jump bug that Big was using quite a bit, and they obviously had to stop using it. Do you think this is another one of those things that's really going to hinder certain teams or non-issue?
Actually, I think I just kind of used it in like the late half of 2018. I didn't use it that much in the beginning of the year, like DreamHack Masters must say, our first tournament. And I don't even think I noticed there was a bug back then. And when I noticed there was a bug, and when people asked me, how are you shooting people through smoke, I just told them, just look at the radar. So I have been really honest about how I'm using it. And also I want to say that most of the kills I get through the smoke is not by looking at the radar. It's just by pure game sense that you expect where the opponent is. So I think it's like 20% kills was through with the radar, and the rest of them was just like kill with game sense.
You say it took sort of a long time to find it. You used it for the last half of last year. We're now, if you want to talk about the beta, we're 8 years into Counter-Strike Global Offensive. Why do you think it took so long to sort of surface? Why was it something that people didn't catch on to sooner?
Honestly, I think it's been there ever since we started playing.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it has. When the smoke fades, it's always been like it showed on the radar first, and everyone has knew that like the smoke has changed over the years though. So in the beginning of the game, the smokes were different. You could see in the sides of the smokes, and people have always like been able to see, but nobody really thought about using it because it's so situational. As Glaive said, it's not always that it was like useful, and here in the last part of 2018, people started actually playing in the smokes. You could actually see that happened, and I think that's why it was like such a big issue now. But I feel like there's always going to be bugs, and CS is known, at least 1.6 and Source as well, for having like some glitches that people are just playing with.
Do you think this is a good change though?
Yeah, obviously.
Sure.
Yeah, I think it has changed the game a lot, and it's just for the better. I'm really happy that Taco said that tweet, and I saw some people telling like, why doesn't the pro players just tell Valve to fix these kind of things? But they don't understand that we actually don't have any communication with Valve at all.
Well, so that opens a whole other topic, which I don't think we need to go into with obviously the next major announced and the player association. And but one thing I do want to say is some people say, CS is dated already. Like I say, if we go back to the beta, we're 8-9 years into this almost, and every other game's updating more frequently. When these bugs arrive, do you sometimes think, where's Source 2? Where's the next CS? Or is this not something you think about? Or you think that we're fine in Global Offensive and that we've got something established?
I mean, like, now we at least consider ourselves the best team in the world, so to like pursue change is kind of weird in some sense, but obviously Valve are treating Dota quite differently, and CS has always been that kind of like franchise where it hasn't gotten that much attention, which has been good for some parts, but also quite bad for the general like development of the game. And as you say, there are so many things as porting the game into a new engine, creating a new Counter-Strike and so on that could be done, but honestly, we're quite happy in our situation, and I feel like the biggest problem in our scene is the oversaturation of games. I feel like it's not something that Valve has created, and that is actually something that we can control as players and as organizers and casters, and I think that's where we should start, and then Valve can do their thing. And if they don't develop in time, I think a new FPS will come, and maybe like teams will start playing that instead.
What are your thoughts on that, Glaive? Are you stuck to CS:GO, or could something come along if they don't act?
Like hopefully there will be some competition for CS:GO at some point, because I think that will make Valve act a bit more, like to make some more updates, maybe make a new game, a new engine, 128 tick for matchmaking and stuff like that. So yeah, I hope that some competition will come at some point.
All right. Well, speaking of competition, big one ahead. Best of luck to you guys. Obviously,
Thank you.
everyone's gunning to beat you. Goals obviously win a third major, is it not?
Yes, for
Yeah.
sure.
You gonna do it?
2 in a row. We
Yeah.
need 2 in a row. Yeah.
All right, we'll see. Device, you going to be MVP? Start off the year the way last year ended?
We'll see. I'm feeling pretty confident, but yeah, it's a tough tournament and it's a long tournament.
All right, well, best of luck, guys.
Thank you
very much.